Now the third thing you can do is...
Bruh.
Okay. Now the third...
Bruh.
Hey guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel. It's your girl Little Latina coming at you with another video. And in today's video, I'm going to be giving you 4 things you can do to help you soothe your anxiety and help you soothe depression and depressive thoughts. So if you find yourself constantly feeling anxiety all the time, being very nervous or fidgety, or feeling very depressed, having depressive thoughts, and just being in an unhealthy mental state, this video is going to be for you. Now, obviously, the things I'm going to be telling you today aren't just going to cure it magically, and these aren't the only things you can do to help you cure your depression or cure anxiety or just help tone it down a little bit either. I'm just going to be giving you 4 main ones that personally helped me the most, which I think will also help you, and constantly doing these things and building upon this will definitely help you in the long run. So if you want to just start becoming mentally more healthy, then this is probably going to be the video for you. So without further ado, let's get on to it. So this first thing is mainly going to help you to soothe with anxiety, not necessarily depression, but this can definitely help you to come out of that depressive rut, and that is to have a schedule. Now, naturally, schedules aid in anxiety and stress management, along with providing predictability and comfortability, since you already have a plan for your day and you already know what's going to be going on. Since anxiety is just a fear of the unknown and a fear of the future and all of the outcomes of it, so once you have a schedule, you're not going to have nearly as much anxiety surrounding the rest of your day, since you're already going to have it planned out. And you probably will notice if you have anxiety, you'll tend to rewatch the same TV shows and reread the same books and just kind of redo the same thing over and over again, because there's comfortability in that, because you already know the outcome. So it's going to be very predictable, and it's not going to give you any sense of overwhelmingness or fear, since you're not going to have to deal with an unknown outcome. Now, some of the first things I did when I first started getting a schedule and setting up a routine for myself was starting small. So what I did is I had checklists for main points and main goals that I had that I wanted to complete within the day. So that would be like make my bed, play with my dogs, do my homework, work out, stuff like that. So not in any particular order or any particular time frame, but just necessarily major goals that I had for the day that would give me some type of general outline. So it was like a rough draft to the future schedule that I was going to set up for myself. So if you have never actually set a rigid schedule, and then I would suggest starting with this, and then you can work your way into a more intense schedule. Now, another thing you can do is track your goals and how well you're doing on a calendar. You can also do that checklist thing on the calendar, because I also do that as well. So I use that to keep track of when I'm posting on social media. It just allows me to keep my progress, and I can see it every single month, so that also helps as well. So adding those things and incorporating it together is definitely going to help you to feel more secure and feel more control in your own life, and that's definitely going to be necessary to help reduce any anxiousness or feelings of anxiety. Now, once you've done that for a few months and you've really gotten the gist and you're feeling comfortable with that, that's when you can start to implement the more rigid schedule. So therefore, giving yourself very specific windows of time when you're going to implement this part into your life, and then kind of get into a more list-like format, so then you're really going back to back to back, and then obviously give yourself time to rest within that scheduled frame time. And then honestly, once you're at that point, then it just kind of comes naturally, and then it's just very easy after that. So just keep in mind, having a routine or schedule is definitely going to help to ease any type of anxiety, even just a little bit. Now, the second thing you can do, which is ultimately one of my favorite things, and that is to go outside in nature. Now, nature is naturally calming to the mind. Therefore, once your mind is calm, your body is going to follow suit. Now, a Stanford study showed that just 90 minutes outdoors in nature decreases the activity in the brain associated with depression. Therefore, obviously, is going to make you less depressed if you are consistently going outside and giving yourself that scheduled window to be outside, or have that as a goal that you complete every day, because that consistency builds up. And once you know that you're going to be outside every day, feeling that fresh air, getting that vitamin D, seeing the nature, realizing that there's more to life than what you feel like is happening, and just giving you that kind of escapism just for that little bit to just recoup is going to be so mentally healthy. And not only will help reduce anxiety, but it will also help you to tame any depression to an extent. Now, this study also suggests that not only will nature help people that already have depression to lower their depression rates, but it may also help stop mood disorders in general if you are already going out in nature. Time outdoors also decreases cortisol levels, which is the chemical in your brain that is associated with stress and anxiety, proving that nature is a pretty nice and enjoyable antidepressant that doesn't cost you any money and you can literally go to whenever you want. Now, the third thing you can do is...
Bruh.
Okay. Now the third thing you can do that's going to help you to relieve depression and anxiety to an extent is to exercise or do yoga. Now, studies have actually shown that consistent exercise can treat moderate to mild depression just as effectively as an antidepressant can. A study by Harvard also found that running for just 15 minutes a day decreases depression by up to 26%, which, if you think about it, is actually amazing considering the fact that you're literally just running, nothing else. Research also shows that consistent exercise also reduces the risk of relapsing back into depression, which is also great considering the fact that it's literally just exercise. But most importantly, exercise causes healthy changes in the brain like neural growth, reduced inflammation, which by the way is the main leading cause of any disease, and forms new activity patterns within the brain that promote feelings of calm and well-being, which is definitely something you crave and definitely need if you're going through extreme depressive episodes. Alright, now the last and final thing you can do that will help you to reduce anxiety and reduce depression is to have hobbies or to really engage and indulge inside those hobbies. Now, hobbies train the mind to schedule time accordingly and help you to stay productive, which, as you know previously, like I just said, is very helpful to reduce anxiety and keeps you mentally healthy, which is actually very important if you want to live a long, healthy life. And focusing intensely on certain projects and hobbies that you're very passionate about promotes self-awareness, boosts memory, improves brain function, and helps to de-stress you, which is going to be so important if you want to live a comfortable and healthy life. Not to mention that hobbies are honestly pretty enjoyable, and there's just so many hobbies that exist, and there's so many things that you can actually indulge in, like making art, making music, playing chess, learning a new language. There's just an unlimited amount of things that you can make a hobby that you don't necessarily have to spend hours upon every day. Just making a little window for that consistently is going to make a huge difference in your life, and is definitely going to help you in the long run, even if you don't notice it right away. With that being said, though, that is the end of the video and the top 4 things that I would recommend to help decrease depression and decrease anxiety. Now, if you found this information helpful or useful, don't be shy. Go ahead and leave a like, comment, or subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it, and it would help boost this video in the algorithm so others will have the opportunity to see this video and to possibly learn something new. But thank you so much for watching, and until next time, have a beautiful day.